The older I get, the more important it becomes to me that I am living my life on purpose, not just going through the motions. Do you know your life's purpose? Or are you like me, still trying to figure it out? Stay tuned to hear my thoughts on figuring it out. Welcome to the Call Me Courage Midweek Inspiration and Motivation. This week's episode is, Are You Living Your Life's Purpose? I am Kenna, and this is your gentle pause in the middle of the week, a moment to breathe, reflect, and reconnect with your inner courage. This space is about me inspiring you and maybe sparking something within you along the way. These short reflections are here to help you slow down, listen inward, and realign with what feels true for you, so you can move forward with clarity, intention, and heart. Let's begin. Like many people, I have spent years searching for answers on what my life purpose is. Why am I living this life? I know there's more to it than just surviving. I have read self-help books. I have listened to experts on televisions, podcasts, YouTubes. I've gone to counseling. I've taken courses in life coaching, spirituality, astrology, angel card reading, aura reading, and so much more. In fact, if learning was an Olympic sport, I think I would qualify for the team. No kidding. What I have discovered is that most of us are asking the same questions. Why am I here? What am I supposed to do with my life? What is my purpose? One of the tools that has helped me the most in exploring these questions has been astrology. I've spent hundreds of hours taking astrology courses on planetary placements, moon signs, rising signs, asteroids, eclipses, and how they all relate to our life themes. The more I learn, the more fascinated I become. One thing leads to another, as the universe is vast and the energy it has to share can take us in many directions. Today, when I meet with someone new, I often find myself curious about their moon sign, their rising sign, or even the phase of the moon they were born under. Not because I want to put them in a box, but because I want to understand what makes them uniquely them. I believe each of us arrives with a unique blueprint. I call this our cosmic DNA. Our birth chart does not tell us exactly what to do, but it can reveal our natural gifts, strengths, motivations, challenges, and areas of growth. It offers clues about why certain experiences keep showing up in our lives and why we are naturally drawn towards certain people, careers, and passions. In fact, one of the career paths that repeatedly showed up for me in my chart was interior design and home staging. That always made me laugh because when I was younger, I never imagined doing anything related to interior design. Then life happened. During COVID, much of my construction accounting consulting work disappeared for several months while the world slowed down and reset. Suddenly, I had time on my hands and found myself drawn to HDTV and decorating spaces, and eventually taking an interior design course. And guess what? I absolutely loved it. I never turned it into a career, but looking back, I can clearly see that my interests were leading me exactly where my chart suggested they might. Interior design is one of my art forms. The experience taught me something important. The purpose is not always your profession. Sometimes your purpose shows up as a passion. Sometimes it shows up as a lesson. Sometimes it shows up as a hobby, a volunteer role, or a conversation that changes someone's life. Recently, I was meeting with a future guest for the Good Conversation seasons of Call Me Courage, and I asked him what he thought about his life's purpose. He said something that really resonated with me. He said that the things you love as hobbies are not necessarily the things you want to turn into a job. Sometimes you want those things to remain enjoyable, creative, and free from the pressure that come with earning a living. The more I thought about it, the more I realized he was right. Our purpose is often much bigger than our career or job title. For example, I spent many years as a construction accounting software consultant. Looking back, I don't think software consulting was my purpose. It was my profession. My purpose was helping people find confidence, clarity, and new possibilities, even if it meant they had to face change in how they did their job. I needed their courage to walk them through the change. Now, don't get me wrong. I genuinely enjoyed teaching people how to use systems and helping businesses improve their processes. But anyone who has worked in change management knows that people are often resistant to change. It can be a challenging road when you're trying to help people move forward and they can't yet see the benefits waiting on the other side. The moments I loved the most were not about the software itself. They were the moments when someone gained confidence, learned something new, overcame a challenge, or realized they were capable of more than they thought. That was the real reward. Today, I am fortunate to be retired and able to focus more fully on what I believe has been my purpose, spreading kindness, encouraging others, sharing what I have learned, and helping people find the courage to become who they were meant to be. And maybe that's another clue about purpose. Sometimes your job pays the bills. Sometimes your purpose feeds your soul. And if you're lucky, every now and then that you get to do the two together. For example, my hobby of wanting to spread kindness and help people has turned into me finally starting a podcast where I can share my thoughts and lessons that I have learned along my path. I'm currently working on a cosmic blueprint for business owners as I think it might be a good little insight about themselves for new business owners trying to make their way into the market. When I get to chat with someone about it, I am fascinated by how much our chats can reveal about leadership style, core motivations, natural talents, communication strength, relationship patterns, decision making tendencies, public legacy, soul growth opportunities. But whether you can believe in astrology or not, there is one truth I think we can all agree on. Your life leaves clues. Look back over your life. What subjects keep calling to you? What topics could you talk about for hours? What problems do people naturally come to you for help with? What experience have shaped you the most? What brings you alive? Purpose is often hidden in the patterns, the things you keep returning to, the things you cannot seem to let go of, the things that make you feel like yourself. Maybe discovering your purpose isn't about finding something new. Maybe it's about recognizing what has been quietly calling you all along. For me, I kept returning back to astrology, doing my best to spread love and kindness and helping. One thing I have come to realize is that purpose is actually a broad subject. For years, I thought I needed to discover one perfect purpose. Then one day, I realized something that brought me tremendous peace. My purpose is love. That's it. Spread love, spread kindness, encourage others, help where I can. Everything else is simply how I choose to express that purpose. Your purpose may be different. Perhaps your purpose is teaching, creating, building, healing, protecting, designing, leading, nurturing. The specific form it takes may change throughout your life, but the deeper purpose often remains the same. So keep it simple. Spend 10 quiet minutes with yourself. Take a few deep breaths, clear your mind, then ask, what am I here to contribute? Show me the clues to my purpose. You may be surprised what appears, or perhaps you simply recognize what has been there all along. Keep in mind, there is something incredibly powerful about simplifying your purpose to its essence. Many people spend decades searching for a complicated answer when their purpose may be something beautiful and simple. Love, teach, create, heal, build, encourage, connect. The expression changes throughout your life, but the thread remains. So I hope you can take 10 minutes to meditate on this and add this to your mantra for the week. Your mantra for the week is, my life's purpose is, and fill in the blank. For me, it would be, my life's purpose is love. Yours might be, my life's purpose is teaching. My life's purpose is creativity. My life's purpose is helping others. My life's purpose is bringing beauty into the world. Whatever words come to mind, don't overthink it. Simply notice what resonates. Simply notice what resonates. And remember, purpose does not mean a life free from challenges. In fact, many of our greatest challenges become the experience that shape our purpose. If you look closely enough, you may discover a golden thread running through every chapter of your life, even the difficult ones. Perhaps that thread has been guiding you all along. Until next time, be courageous, be curious, and keep looking for clues that are leading you toward the life you were meant to live. Thank you for joining the Call Me Courage Midweek Inspiration and Motivation. As we close, remember, you are allowed to pause, you are allowed to choose differently, and you are allowed to trust what feels true for you. Until we meet again, choose courage gently, and remember, your strength lies within. Bye-bye.